Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am Shay, your local numerologist. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share. Make sure you leave your experiences below in the comments. I do read all of you guys' comments, okay? So yes, today we are going to pull some digits, 4-digit numbers. I have all of my double digits right here, and then I'm going to pick 2 cards from here. And we're going to use my little Arizona playing card. So they have little facts on them. So I'm going to see, what kind of energy they bring as well with the facts. So let's pull one of these and then 2 of these. Whoa. Let's pick this one. Let's do one more. I want pink again. Let's just pick this one. All right, y'all, let's do it. Are we in a good place? All right, let's see what we got here. We got 33 in reverse, another 3, and a 7. God, I feel like I did 3337. I be so like, what in the world? Why? Why are we repeating numbers? So anyway, besides the fact that I've already done 3337, let's go ahead and do it again. I'm pretty sure I did. So if I did, I'll leave the link for the video so you guys can watch the old one and see if there's any other information for you. Because I remember when I first started this channel, the videos were really short. So, right, let's get into it. So, 3337. So this comes to a 16, comes to the number 7. So 7 is the big number here. And then we have the triple threes as well. We also have 37, which does come to a 10. So I am inclined to read these numbers, kind of like translate them separately. I don't know the word that I'm looking for. So before I started this video, I did channel Get It Together by 702. Now y'all know that the 90s was my space, okay? I was actually there. So I do get a lot of music from the 90s coming up as channeled messages because that's like what I remember, I guess, most. So anyway, yeah, 702 Get It Together. So go ahead and listen to that song, y'all. It is important. And the song really is about overextension, like what we're gonna do in a relationship because we really want it to last, and we really want this person to stay because we've put in all this work, and we wanna see our return. Like what's that song by is Summer Walker? What she talk about? Nope, it wasn't Summer Walker. It was SZA. I'm pretty sure. She said she gonna need her money back. She said she need her time back and her money back. I don't know, one of them. If I find that song, I will leave it below. But anyway, let's get into it. 33 is about gifts. In this case, it is reverse. So this is a misuse, misappropriation of gifts, doing the wrong thing with your gifts, or not doing anything at all with them. 3 is about communication. And what I'm getting is 7 is about like self-reflectiveness. So I'm really getting that gifts haven't been communicated effectively. And in order to do that, you are going to have to do some self-reflection. With that song coming up, right, and even another reference to whatever that song is that I cannot think of the name of, it really sounds like you have somebody in your life that's kind of like weighing on you, putting a lot of pressure on you, maybe overstepping their boundaries because they feel like you should move in this way or that way. I tell you guys all the time, you're never going to control anybody else. So make sure that whenever you're in any situation, you're not doing things to please and pacify someone unless it's like your love language. Like I get that sometimes we may be in a place of like, hey, I could do something for somebody and I'm going to do it because I care about them. But it shouldn't always come at sacrifice, if that makes sense. You shouldn't always be sacrificing, always putting yourself and your health and your money and anything else on the line in order to please or pacify somebody else. It can get in it dives into this area of kind of like resentment, because you're never going to get your time back, you're not going to get your money back, you're not going to get those wasted emotions back. They are spent. They are spent. Damn it, I want to know that song. Anyway, right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get into it more. So I talk about 10 all the time. So we have 6 and we have 10 here. 10 is that number, as I tell you guys, which is about you ending one cycle and coming up on a new cycle, right? 6, it deals with love and affection, the love that you have inside being translated to the outside. And in that you gain kind of like this balance, right? You don't know, everything is a mirror, right? And it's like what's the saying, as above so below. Everything is a mirror, everything is balanced out, everything is even. So you have to be careful when you're constantly like expending yourself and going above and beyond. You have to be careful that you're not really damaging your own intuition, your soul, your karma, and all of that. So we have the 6 here, and I keep thinking about the number 9, but let's go with 6 first. Um, the love and everything that you have, right? And so what I'm getting is like this kind of translation of energy, um, communication, self-evaluation. So how is the love being communicated back to you? Love is a reciprocal energy. I am not even, I listen, I can call this shit a theory, but I firmly believe that love is a reciprocal energy. If you're giving out this affection or whatever and you're not getting it back, it's not love. You might feel like it's love, but that's not what love is. And I'm just going to say it just like that. That is not what love is. Love is reciprocal. It's never one-ended or anything like that. It's always reciprocal. And that's the same thing that goes out when you give love, because somebody who's never had love before, they don't know how to love, right? They just don't. They ain't never seen it in their life, and they not going to see it today because they don't even know how to recognize it. And you guys may be dealing with a little bit of that as well, trying to show somebody the love that they should have for themselves, which is very sad. Don't get caught up in that. It's not going to serve you. And I mean that in the nicest, most loving way. You can't love somebody who doesn't know how to be loved. And that's because they haven't extended that love to themselves first. So it's going to be quite complicated to move into this space where, hey, let's do this affection and all of that. So then we also have the 9 here, which is some kind of end of a cycle, right? And 7 here is standing out as the truth. So I do get that something is going to be pointed out to you, right? And it may be a shock at first. It may be something that you're like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe they did this. I can't believe this has been happening the whole time. But it's also like this enlightened feeling like, okay, now I don't have to feel guilty about going on and moving on. And then we are back to resentment, because you guys may resent this person for the time that you spent there and the times that they have taken advantage of you. And I'm going to say that that's okay, right? I don't want you guys to ever get in the habit of feeling like your emotions are not relevant. They are 100% relevant. And so if you are feeling resentment, a lot of times it's because we did too much and we expected a lot back that we didn't get. And it's kind of like I always say, you can't love somebody for their potential. That's not love at all, right? If you love somebody for who they could be, you're not doing them any service. You're not doing them any favors. You're like faking it till you make it. But this is with somebody's life. This is with somebody's emotions. You know what I'm saying? So it's not okay. If you don't appreciate somebody now, just assume you won't appreciate them in the future. And I know people might be like, oh, well, what if they get here or what if they get there? The chances are, if you're enabling somebody to do the wrong thing, they're not going to reach their full potential. Just as simple as that. So somebody who would be a horrible husband, horrible wife for you, right? When you leave them, you could very much make them a better person because now they're like, okay, well, I really fucked up with that. Next person that I love, next person that I fall for, I'm not doing none of that bullshit. But the problem is, if it's already happened with you, it's already happened with you. There's no going back in the past. Like the resentment, the pain is there, and it doesn't just go away. And it's something that you're gonna have to constantly deal with, right? So we have the 33. We have skull and crossbones, which is definitely both of these. All of the threes are coming with like this death vibe, right? So death is the transition. Death is the number 10. I mean, it comes off the 10. Death really in the deck is the number 13, which comes to a 4. But let's talk about it. So we do have this major transition period with the skull and crossbones falling on this 33 in reverse. I get toxic. I get poison. I get that yeah, you guys have been in a very like poisonous situation. I promise y'all there's a skull. All the skulls are together. I don't even look like right here. They're all right here. Can you see that? Like that's no coincidence, y'all. Like there are major, major endings happening, right? And I think that the butterfly is here on the 3 is because you guys don't need to keep it a secret. The things that you've gone through, the things that you've experienced, you need to express to the people who care about you. And when you express these things, when you express pain and when you express happiness, 100% pay attention to the reaction because it really is going to tell you and help you determine whether this person should stay in your life or not. And when I say stay in your life, I mean if you should be telling them your hopes and dreams, if you should be expressing these things to them, because you may very well not need to do any of that. All right, so anyway, we have here we have this mirror which fits like perfectly on the 7. What I'm getting is to take a look at the reflection that you are putting out into your life. Take a look at yourself, right? Take a look at the things that you're doing, the things that you've gone through, all of that, the position you're in right now. Is this the legacy that you want? Is this the legacy that you want to leave for, you know, those people that come after you, for your descendants? When they when they're here and they look at you and what you've left, are they going to be proud of you? Are they going to want to follow in your footsteps? And you want to be that person that, no, everybody's not going to want to follow in your footsteps, but you just want to make sure that you're proud of the things that you do, right? That you don't look back and you're not ashamed. And when I say ashamed, stand in situations that don't make sense. A lot of times we get caught up in, well, you know, everybody doesn't know these secrets about me, so it's like they're not happening. They are. They are. Just because something is happening behind closed doors doesn't mean that people can't read it on you, because they can, right? They read that energy that's not great. And that's just the truth of it all. So you want to just make sure that you are leaving a good energy here on this planet, honey. Do a lot of self-reflection. If you're seeing 337, you guys need to just see what you're doing that's working and what's not working. Again, it sounds to me like you guys have absolutely put your energy into something or someone that is not going to work out for you. How about that? Okay, so we got 2 in reverse, honey. Look, the 4 of Wands, I wouldn't be able to tell is in reverse on the normal card. But since they got this, let's see what we got going on here. Goodness, can I get one more card? This deck's so small. I mean, goodness gracious. All of these came up in reverse. Lake Powell. Y'all, no, it was Lake Mead. It was Lake Mead. I'm like, Lake Powell, they found all them dead bodies. But no, that was Lake Mead, y'all. The water has been rescinded. And I'm just going to say this because I feel like it's so relevant right now. The water has been kind of like, it's been a drought out here. It's been a drought pretty much everywhere, but like we live in a desert, so it's pretty serious. And when the water levels are getting lower and lower, they are finding shit in that water. And what they are finding a lot of is dead bodies. It's like, where are the bodies hidden? And they're coming up for breath right now. Like, it's been so long, and now the secret's out. That's what I felt like. The cat's out the bag. Somebody's going to have to answer to all of this shit that's been going down. So over here we have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, this says Painted Desert. A large part of the Painted Desert lies within the Navajo and I want to say Hopi or Hopi Indian reservations. Now, anybody from Arizona know that they are natives. They are not called Indians, but here we are with a whole deck of cards that's referring to them as Indians, but go off. So Seven of Pentacles in reverse. One reason, and I read the Seven of Pentacles because I feel like this number most relates to seven, right? Y'all see this? We have 6, 4, and 7, which is 17. But the numbers are like matching up here. So anyway, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You guys have been really, really hard on yourselves. There may be some things in life that you have not accomplished, that you have really wanted to accomplish. Just hasn't been working out for you. And then I also get this energy of kind of like not knowing where you stand. So a lot of times, you know how people say that, oh yeah, you're going to end up on the wrong side of history. Like, you guys are making history right now. And it is something that is going to leave some kind of dent in society, right? So you want to make sure that whatever you're leaving is something that you want to be there, right? So then we have the Four of Wands. San Xavier Mission. The Church of San Xavier Mission is acclaimed to be the finest example of mission architecture in the United States. Okay, you know what I'm thinking? This is inappropriate, but y'all know, I don't know if y'all watch this, but anyway, I watch a lot of YouTube, and it's this couple, Heather and Xavier, from like Life After Lockup, I believe. Anyway, they're in a really toxic relationship. Super toxic, super toxic. Right? So we have the Four of Wands in reverse. And I am definitely getting that you guys need to move up out of this relationship, because now with the lake being here, right? So we have lies here, we have a toxic relationship here, and then we have like this energy of things being exposed, right? So I do like, listen, the things that you find out and the things that you learn about whatever this relationship is doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. Although I do get a romantic vibe from it, you guys have to be very, very careful and be aware, and don't dismiss the facts, don't dismiss the signs, don't dismiss the red flags. The Six of Cups reverse is like a repressed memory. So we have Lake Powell. Lake Powell was named after a Civil War veteran, John Wesley Powell, who led an expedition down the Colorado River in 1869. I don't know if y'all know what's going on with the Colorado River right now, but they are literally like trying to negotiate a way to use the water, because the rivers and the lakes are all drying up now, and the states have this like agreement. I believe it's like Nevada, Arizona, and California. Like, because honestly, I don't know, y'all. Don't let me get to lying. But anyway, the Colorado River is running. It runs through like 4 or 5 states or something like that. And yeah, it's drying up. So it's kind of like, I feel like people are being exposed for who they truly are, right? And I also get that this kind of like the emotions are kind of drying up. Kind of like it's like something is being removed so you can see everything for what it really and truly is. So yes, major exposure here, major exposure. like major exposure. And I don't know if I said this, but the Six of Cups is repressed memories. So I feel like you guys have gone through something and you're kind of like, okay, well, I don't want to think about it anymore, or something along those lines. Okay. So we have Justice, we have the Sun, and then we have Nine of Wands in reverse. So let's see what we got. Sun is 19, 4. We got 6, 7, and 11. And then we have 7, 6, and 9. Interesting. So just looking at this card, these cards, it's like you guys have been kind of giving your vulnerability to the wrong person, right? To somebody who doesn't appreciate it, and trying over and over and over again. And honestly, you just need to realize that it's just not going to work out like that. Your emotions in this situation is not going to matter, okay? So one thing about the number 6 is it really does represent balance, right? Which we do see in the Justice card, which is 11. So justice is kind of like balancing out the scales. Libra energy, Spirit wanted me to say that. And then 11, as far as like people love 11, right? People are like, oh yeah, it's 11:11. Oh yeah. But the thing with 11 is it's a doorway. And the thing with the doorway is that only so much shit is going to fit through it. So when you see 11, imagine thinking, hey, what do I need to discard in order to be able to go through this doorway successfully? In order to go through it comfortably and not kind of like try to squeeze through it and get stuck. So 11 is a supported dream by spirit, but you can't pick up all this extra baggage, right? 11 is kind of like this energy like, hey, you are where you need to be, but don't go back to the old. Realize that where you are right now, you have to leave everybody else behind. And that's what it kind of feels like to me in order to achieve success. With the number 9 here, I get that you guys have dealt with some like the number 19, excuse me, with some like manipulation of emotions, manipulation of endings. Okay, so that's what I feel right now, seeing the 1 and 9. um I feel like you guys have tried to put forth efforts to do good things for the community, but you always have a naysayer in your ear, like, no, don't do this, don't do that, blah, 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 whatever, trying to talk you out of it. I also get that. I also get this feeling of like isolation, right? I get this, I get this idea that whoever this is has been trying to remove you from people who really care about you. Um, right. Okay, so yeah, you guys, yeah, be careful with that. 9 of Wands in reverse. Is this energy of letting your walls down? And honestly, it is just with the right people. I do feel like you guys are going to go through this healing phase. I think you should pay attention to the number 9 when you see it. It's going to be a very important number for you. And then remember that 9 is the energy of the endings. And it's also the energy of like this all knowing type thing. Because 9 is the last number, and it kind of picks up all the energy of the other numbers, so it knows, right? So use the things that you already know to go forward, and don't doubt those things, right? So we're going to get a final message here with some runes. I'm going to read all my runes right today, okay? So we got 3. Let's see what we got here. I like mine eyes. That's one of my favorite ones here. Okay. Then we have Ingwas. Girl, flip over. Ingwas to me literally means girl. Okay. So we have Berkana here. Both of these, honestly. So Ingwas and Berkana can both go for birth. This is kind of fertility. This is birth. And Manaz literally means man. So first of all, I feel huge family vibes here, huge family vibes. And then we have these sixes. So I am really getting the energy of family being heavy in your decision making, right? But I also feel that your inner peace and harmony has been affected. So you definitely need to make sure that you are doing the things that you need to do to move on from that. Berkana can also mean new beginnings and new projects, right? So it's kind of like being stuck in this energy because so many people want you here, but it's time for you to move on. And Manaz really gives like this practical type of vibe. But I'm going to say that you guys need to focus on your morals and ethics and making sure you're moving forward with things that work for you, not to be, seen a specific way by people around you, okay? Just to make sure you are seen in the light that represents who you are the most, right? Not who somebody else wants you to be, right? Again, I'm going to say again, you guys are leaving a legacy regardless of whether you want to or not. So make sure it's one that you can be proud of, okay? That's all I have for this reading for 3337. As always, guys, happiness is the goal. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Yeah, make sure you leave your comments below, and I will see you next time.